Coach, another big win for you guys, especially closing out, clinching the 8th seed, especially with the guys knowing what they needed to do. How did you like tonight's execution?
Well, I thought maybe the biggest thing is, we didn't come out as aggressive defensively as we needed to be, and they were loose, and they saw, teams get confidence. And I thought, our guys at halftime collectively really made up their minds, and you saw a focus there in the third quarter that, and it was a grind. You knew it was going to be that way. We were down 6 at halftime, and Philadelphia, they've been in every game. They've had fourth quarter leads in 4 of their last 5 games, and when a team is playing loose like that and making shots, it's hard. And I think sometimes there's an expectation that you win those games, and they're a lot tougher games than people realize. So I was really proud of the way we competed, particularly in the second half. We needed to wake up. We weren't in the right place mentally early, but we did. And I think it's a good, a lesson, I guess, that whether it may not be a half. If it's a half, you may lose, but it might be 6 minutes. It might be 3 minutes, and how quickly you can collect yourself and respond to that oftentimes is the difference between winning and losing.
And most seem to have that the whole game, but it really kind of turned up when Onyeka ran into a little bit of foul trouble, particularly in the second half. I'm curious what you saw from him. You talk about him being a basketball player, but just his hustle, his grind.
Yeah, it was a different type of game for him. When you look at the stat sheet, in the past however many games, he's double-doubles, he's making shots, he's having a 30-point game, he's having a 15-rebound game. And I thought the foul trouble made that hard tonight. So the question is, how else can you impact the game? And, you segue quickly to what Mo did. Because, his minutes were huge with Owen foul trouble. And for him to rebound in the way he did, and they went big late, and we decided to go big as well, and he really played well.
I thought Karras also brought in a lot of energy. He had a Hawkeye of 31 tonight. He didn't play so well last night, but tonight he really brought it. What did you see from him as far as his intentionality?
Yeah, that's the beauty of being on a team. That, you're not going to play well every night individually, and certain guys can pick each other up. And that was him tonight. I thought he took really good shots. He got to the rim. He had catch and shoot threes. He had a couple off the dribble. And really, it was right in front of our bench in the second half. I thought, as much as anything, the way that he defended was great.
Coach, I wanted to ask you about Trae Young, obviously 36 and 11 from him. Just when you see him kind of fall and maybe land a little bit awkwardly on somebody's foot and then still stay in the game and still hit shots, what are you seeing out of him?
Well, I'm glad he's wearing ankle braces, because that's the second time that's happened. And, we saw it a few weeks back at the end of the half. And, I thought he picked his spots. I think Trae felt the game, and he felt, you could feel when we needed him to make plays. He was getting to the rim, and even he's got range. Sometimes his range may not be quite what he thinks it is, but when he's on balance, those are good shots for him, and he works on those. It's really particularly early in the clock when he's coming down a transition, or we know, and he knows the situations where those shots are available, and he has to use good judgment about when he attacks, when he shoots, when he passes, and it's easier than it's harder than it looks, I should say, and I thought he had a good balance of that tonight. Okay.